Evening, Chair Jefferson, Vice Chair Bailey, and members of the board. My name is Ashley Studholm, Occoquan District and Executive Director of the Prince William Conservation Alliance. Could I please have 5 minutes?
Yes.
At PWCA, we've always stood for smart growth, transparency, and processes that enforce environmental regulations and ensure residents have the opportunity to participate in decisions that shape the quality of their lives and the future of their communities. With over 80 million square feet of data centers already approved, we have growing concerns about the cumulative impacts to the environment and our communities. This site is almost entirely wooded with mature hardwood forests along Broad Run. It is outside the Data Center Opportunity Zone Overlay District, which ostensibly was created to guide this type of development.
Are you just going to bail out or send them a text?
The applicant is asking to rezone sensitive land with steep slopes and erodible soils near a stream that flows into the Occoquan Reservoir, a critical drinking water supply, especially for residents on the eastern end of the county. This applicant's promise to preserve forests and wetlands and the perimeter buffer is undermined by proffers that still allow utilities and infrastructure in those areas unless stricter conditions are adopted. We recently launched our Smart Growth Vision for Prince William County, the 3 R's of reaching our potential: reimagine, reinvest, and redevelop. We created this vision for several reasons, and a few are especially relevant to this proposal. We're at a point in the county's development where we should prioritize protecting intact forests we still have. Rather than continuing to build on forest and agricultural land, we have real opportunities to redevelop areas that have already been disturbed. Too often when we talk about smart growth, the conversation is limited to walkable work, live, play communities. That's actually only a fraction of what smart growth is about. For example, our vision centers around protecting our drinking water sources. Recently in the news, there's been a lot of focus on how much water data center consumes. But what concerns me here is impervious surface, which disconnects groundwater recharge. And for those that are on well water, that should concern you. And it increases the runoff. And so the runoff from this site ends up in the Occoquan. The dirtier the water is in the Occoquan, the more expensive it is to treat. And that's on top of any treatment that will be required for PFAS. The data is clear. A significant part of the water quality challenges is coming from development expansion in the watershed, like what we're seeing on the western end of the county. This project continues the unsettling trend that adds non-point pollution sources into our reservoir. This county is more than just data centers and high-density development. I was at the Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge when a visitor from DC told me that they came here simply to just enjoy nature. What if we did more to incentivize that economy and not rely primarily on this one industry? Should this even continue to be a target industry with everything we know now? We are already seeing the cumulative impacts of rapid data center expansion associated with infrastructure, and more impacts will likely become clear as time goes on. So far, at the federal level, development is being fast-tracked. At the state level, Virginia has yet to put meaningful guardrails in place. But at the local level, here, you have significant power. You are our guardrails. Our land in Prince William is valuable, and not just to developers, but to people who want to live here, to start their businesses here, to shop here, to raise their families here, to study here, to escape into the outdoors here. With the impacts from data centers mounting, do we really want to say that this project in this moment is the best we can do for the land, for the community, especially since so many residents still lack representation, for our pocketbooks from growing energy costs, and yes, because it's me, for the trees? Let's let this one go. Please vote no. Thank you.